It's a myth about not just how love came to be, but how humanity itself came to be. And despite it being over 2,000 years old at this point, I think you'll recognize it as distinctively modern. And what I mean by that is that the same philosophy of love underneath a Moulin Rouge, a Romeo and Juliet, and a Titanic, you're going to find in the myth of Aristophanes, and it begins as such. Once upon a time, every member of the human race had 4 arms, 4 legs, 2 genitals, 2 faces, perched on a perfectly spherical body. Okay. So the way that this worked was you were joined to someone in the front. Okay. Your face and your genitals were sticking to the back, and your back was hunched over with the other person in a way that it formed a perfect sphere. And we can still walk and do things, but we have a special power. Aristophanes says when we want to go really fast, we stick out our limbs and we cartwheel around. All right. So on one hand, this is just supposed to be funny. But the choice of genre here is not an accident, because there's something inherently comedic about love itself. Love is comedic because it makes us all a bit mad, right? And we start doing all kinds of crazy shit that would be completely inexcusable if not for the fact that we are in love, right? But just because love makes us mad, Plato reminds us, it doesn't mean it's necessarily a bad thing. There's clearly bad madness, human madness, but there's also a kind of good madness, which Plato calls divine madness, okay? And Plato is going to put love as well in this category of divine madness, meaning that it has an elevating potential if you know how to follow it right. Comedy, then, becomes a very fitting genre for love because it is able to capture this hysterical, maddening, irrational quality of love, but without critiquing it and instead painting it as charming, right?